In an investment world that has been picked clean by yield hunters, where can you go to find 5% income without taking on a crazy amount of risk? I have just the guy to talk about that. It's Floyd Tyler. And Floyd, you're from Preserver Partners. The firm has been around since 2009. You've got a brand new fund, Preserver Alternative Opportunities Fund. The ticker is PAOIX. Launched in March. You're already up just about 7% in the fund. Tell me about what kind of things you're doing to generate income in this fund. I understand you look for areas in the markets that are overlooked, where there are dislocations, things like that. How can there possibly be parts of the market that are overlooked right now, and what are they?
Absolutely. Well, investor sentiment is a big reason. One of the areas that we're really focused on is small cap industrial REITs, where you can find yields of 45% with 5 to 7% dividend growth.
And an industrial REIT holds what kind of assets?
Primarily warehouses and distribution centers.
Is that better than other REIT spaces right now, like let's say apartment buildings or hospitals or other REITs? I mean, is it more attractive?
Yeah, we think so from a valuation perspective. And also they benefit from the significant tailwind of e-commerce and rapid delivery trends.
And you like smaller ones rather than larger ones, I guess, just you're finding better yields? Is there a name or two you'd like to share with us?
Sure. We like the smaller ones because the pricing is better. Right. We think the discounts to NAV are more attractive in the smaller capitalization REITs. Mm-hmm. One name we like is Monmouth Real Estate Investment Trust.
Monmouth, okay.
Monmouth, yes. It's a very attractive, roughly a $1.2 billion REIT. Mm-hmm. Very strong operating trends, mm-hmm. very strong occupancy, almost 99% occupancy, pays about a 4.5% dividend with 5 to 7% dividend growth.
Got it.
Excellent run of company.
Okay. Now that's for someone who wants to buy something with a ticker where they can call their stockbroker, or of course they can get exposure through your fund. What about someone out there who says, hey, I'm willing to go off the beaten path, I've got a lot of money so I can tap into some of these private asset markets. You can put up to 15% of your fund in private investments, things that don't trade with a ticker out there that most people can't buy through their stockbroker. I understand you buy some private loans and things like that where you get some good yields. I also heard that in the past you've done deals where you buy into music royalties, and right now you're doing some work with photo royalties. Tell me a little bit about that, what kind of returns you've seen in the past on music, what you're thinking in terms of photos.
Right. So historically in music royalties, we underwrite for about 15%, but we've earned a little bit north of that in some of the music royalty deals we've done. In photo royalties, we're expecting low double-digit, high single-digit returns from photos of people like Muhammad Ali and Prince and Marilyn Monroe.
So these are famous photos where someone out there might be buying, I don't know, a big prints to put up on the wall or something like that, and every time someone buys one of those, you guys ring the register. Is that the idea?
Exactly. Every time that photo is sold as a limited print or has been licensed for another product, we receive a portion of that royalty stream.
So Muhammad Ali, Prince, any other names?
Marilyn Monroe, the Beatles, John Wayne are examples that are in that collection.
And in music in the past, you bought into, which kind of artists are we talking about?
R&B, primarily, R&B artists.
Gotcha.
Someone like a Mary J. Blige.
And I should mention, this is something that you do in your separate accounts business that's outside of the mutual fund. In the mutual fund, you're buying it. This isn't quite liquid enough for the mutual fund, but right. In the fund, you're buying private loans, this sort of thing.
Right, exactly. How
much money do I have to have if I want to become a big player in buying into photo prints? You're doing this through, what's it called, Royalty Exchange?
Royalty Exchange.
Is the name of the platform.
Yeah.
How much money does someone need to have to go into that on their own and do this kind of investing?
Probably several $1 million, probably makes sense.
I'm going to keep saving up.
All right.
Thanks for talking about this. And by the way, your fund has a yield right now, a total combined yield of around...
Estimated 5 to 6%.
5 to 6%. Higher yield, obviously, in the private portion. Maybe an 8% yield on those private assets, lower yield on the public ones, but it combines for about 5 to 6% in the fund.
Yes.
Thanks very much for talking about it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And thanks for watching.